are back with the Kharinal campaign episode 2. Andrew, do we have any announcements before we get into tonight's episode?
Just a couple of them. Since we got this new campaign up, normally we were uploading our Paragon streams on Wednesday evenings, but just so then that way we're not doing the live stream and the other episode drop at the same time. We've changed it, so now we're going to be dropping the Paragon streams that uploaded video on the off Sundays that we're not streaming. And then for these episodes, we'll be dropping them on the YouTube channel on Saturdays. Currently, right now, you'll still have access to the live on the YouTube immediately after the stream is over. That might change in the future, depending, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see how the algorithm likes us.
Right. I know right now it's just trying to play the algorithm to our favor. Which, by the way, like and subscribe or follow if you're on Twitch. That'd be awesome. And no, that's pretty much all I got for announcements. Quite simple today.
We're live on YouTube as well right now, right?
I am like 90% sure.
Alrighty.
I will pull it up right now. I'm pretty sure we are.
Yes, we are live.
Okay, sweet.
Perfect.
I'm pretty confident I did. There. But yeah, that's all I got.
All right, awesome. And only other thing from me is just be on the lookout for me and Andrew streaming on our own personal Twitches. Andrew is Special Sauce and I am G.VA. And so, yeah, you just see us playing random games on there. And then most of the time when we stream the stuff, when we finish a playthrough or anything like that, we will throw that up onto our gaming channel on YouTube, D-Fourtress Gaming. And that one is much less of a set schedule, just kind of as we have the time and energy and, you know, space to do it. So that one's a lot more sporadic. We're not fully on a schedule with that one.
Sneak peek, I'm working on uploading a highlights video of Lethal Company. It was fetching hilarious, so you guys should definitely keep an eye out for that. We were in tears, both because we were scared and because we were laughing so hard.
I was in tears just because I'm depressed.
Either way, there was tears. That's the important part.
That is the important part. All right, but without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. I'll go ahead the intro. Alrighty, so last we left off, this band of strangers had crash landed in the Blackspire Peaks. Their airship completely destroyed. Upon investigating the crash scene, they were able to account for every passenger save for one. So these 4 strangers volunteered to go look for the missing passenger, a young girl by the name of Arya. And so they set out into the night, able to track her down by the ringing of her bell. As she cannot verbally speak, she uses the bell to communicate. Upon locating her, you were ambushed by a group of ice elementals, which put up quite a fight, but with some good rolls and some good strategy, you were able to survive the encounter and safely bring the girl back to her mother. On the journey back, you got quite a bit of information about one of your new companions, Lux, also known as Badger, the small Voxluperian wizard. And upon your return, you were able to board a new skyship to make your way to the capital city of Coradine. On the skyship, Arya drew a picture of each of you, handing it off to Badger, as well as handing off a picture of the mysterious creature that had caused your airship to crash. A strange metallic-looking bird with bladed wings and the head of a falcon. And as you flew into as you descended down the mountain range, the clouds parted to reveal the city of Coradine beneath. A massive, sprawling city of stone and wood and snow and ice. A massive tower near the center where you see airships anchoring and departing. As you also see two gargantuan cathedrals on either side of the city. And since each of you are Coradine natives, you know that one cathedral dedicated to the Soul Pantheon, the other one dedicated to the World Pantheon, with smaller chapels constructed within. As the city approaches, the time is now yours. You are still on board the ship, but you will be docking with it.
So it's basically just a mall for churches.
Yeah, I don't like that you put it that way, but yeah.
Yep. No, it's exactly what it is.
Bunch of little department stores, they're just churches. So what is everyone kind of doing? I'm curious. Reikos is curious what you guys are all doing to pass the time on the ship. In any particular
still
order.
On the ship.
Yeah. We're approaching, but we're still on the ship. So Ghost, let's start with you.
Oh,
What is Ghost doing?
You're muted, Jordan.
I just realized my mic was off because my little girl keeps coming in. In fact, I'm gonna go shut the door. You guys tell what you're doing.
Okay, cool.
Just laughing.
Disappears into the forest, never to
There
be
we
seen
go.
again.
Badger just.
Oh, good,
leaves.
he's gone.
So that is
He
what
just
jump is
jumped over
over.
the side of the ship. All right, Badger, as you have now jumped over the side of the ship to avoid conversation.
I was just grabbing my rocks that I had picked up off the ground, and I'm using the artwork that what was her name? Arya.
Arya.
What Arya had done, and I'm carving statues out of each of the pictures. So I'm just using my claws and everything, and making a likeness of each of them.
like little figurines.
Little figurines, including the steel bird of prey or whatever it was. the
Mini.
steel-
Whatever the drawing
You're
was.
making minis for your
I'm making
D&D campaign.
more just things that to pass the time. It's a hobby.
We're gonna have an Inception episode, but eventually.
I found this game party. It's called Death and Taxes, and
And then what is Ghost kind of doing?
Oh, she's probably just checking her equipment, making sure her arms are working fine, and just looking over the city while we're going close to it. Not really doing much, just chilling and making sure she has everything where she needs it to be.
So how do these prosthetic arms look, kind of as you're maintaining them?
Oh boy, now you're asking the hard questions. Dang it.
They're just sticks.
Yeah, they're peg arms.
So do that.
Real
I'm just imagining 2 slab-glued wooden sticks like straight
They're like that
out.
pirate from Family Guy.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Well, man. Okay. The last thing I remember actually thinking about that they kind of looked, think porcelain looking with like the intricately painted blue flowers and stuff all over it, but it's all segmented like fingers and hands and stuff, and all the way up so it can like move properly while still maintaining a very elegant look. That's very instead of white and blue, the porcelain itself is like a black, and all the flowers and stuff are like a gold color that matches the cracks all around in her skin.
And as the mechanical arms move, it's very hard to pick up on, but there is the tiniest amount of sounds of mechanics and hydraulics working as you flex your arms and move your quote unquote muscles.
Cool.
Yeah.
And
My
does it
medals.
give off any like magical like glow or anything, or does it look pretty more like mechanical?
Well, in the cracks you can see kind of like a glow a little bit.
Kind of similar to the way you're glowing a little bit.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's the same magic that flows within her. She can extend to those arms.
Nice. Okay. And then what's Pax doing?
Pax is probably towards the back, kind of keeping to himself. I would say less of keeping to himself as people shy away from him as he's checking his armor, and he's kind of muttering, like talking to himself as he's going through and checking. He's got like Roman legionnaire-esque armor that he's just going through, making sure everything his kit is up to the nines, like as good as he can get it.
Well maintained.
Yes, as well maintained.
And with that, like, Pax, you definitely are a spectacle to the passengers and the crew on this ship. As Warforged and other sentient constructs and stuff, most people will see like at least 1 or 2 in their lifetime. However, none that are quite your make and model. Most of them don't kind of, I guess, mimic.
You're a Lexus.
A human. Yeah, mimic like a human.
I am the Lamborghini of Warforged.
Yeah.
Warforged.
Or
Can I
I
take a
should say
picture?
Rolls Royce would be a better.
A Rolls Royce.
elegance.
Yeah.
with all the detail and everything.
Yeah.
With gold trim.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
know
it's just
it.
wanting us to shut up.
Okay, so more just sitting out of the back kind of a thing.
Yep. What about Rakos? What's Rakos up to?
Is there an upper deck on the ship at all,
Yeah.
Gavin?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I'd be spending like a lot of the time on the upper deck, both enjoying the sights and then also doing a lot of people watching too. And so he'd just kind of be like sitting there and just have this kind of contemplative look, just admiring the view and taking in the sights and the sounds and the people.
Actually, Gavin, what time of day is it?
I would say it's pretty in the later half of the morning. So I would say around probably
Okay.
10 a.m. ish.
Yeah, so I'd probably spend a lot of time doing that. And then I think eventually seeing everyone but Pax, he'd just be kind of curious. Kind of wander around until he eventually finds you. And then, so you're just on the back of the ship, you said?
Yeah, I'm up top. I'm like
Right,
as
but
far
like
away,
near the back end.
Yes, near the back. I'm as far away from other people as possible.
Okay.
That's some nice armor you have there.
Thank you. It was a gift from my chapter of Paladins.
Very fine work.
Indeed. Like I said, my artificer is a great woman.
Yeah, I've made armor before, but nothing that fancy. I usually make the more functionally sound things rather than fancy looking.
You don't say. What armor? You don't seem like the blacksmith type.
Nah, you'd think so.
Didn't make it out of leather, did you? That would just be bad.
No, I'm a blacksmith. Born and raised. My father was a blacksmith. His father was a blacksmith. We're all blacksmiths.
Is that why you used a maul for your weapon?
Oh yeah, I made this myself.
It's fine work. Killed a few foes with it yesterday.
Nice and heavy. That's how I like it. So, the others answered, but I'm curious, what brings you to Corodine?
I'm returning to Cordon. I will be visiting the Temple of Chronalis while I'm there. Give a report on activities in what was it called? In Rhymevale. But then after that, I'll be looking for an adventuring party to travel and see a little bit more of the world and how it's faring.
Well, if you're looking for a party, so am I, so I don't mind grouping up together for now if you like.
Just huge smile on Pax's face. Like, obviously this is somebody who's kind of like not really shunned, but like pushed away, I guess. I'm just gonna reach out my hand for that like big Terminator, like awesome grip, brother grip kind of a deal.
Boom!
Boom!
Each time there's just like a sound wave effect as they hit, you know.
Muscles flexing, you can feel it in the air.
As your hand crushes mine because you're like made of ridiculously heavy stuff.
True.
Arm wrestle.
Well, so you need to check in with the chapter. Is that something that I can tag along, or is that something that you need alone?
Sure, I would be more than happy to enjoy your company.
I'd love to see some of the stonework done there. And is there a chance I'd be able to meet your artificer?
Where did you come from?
He's been next to you the whole time. Have you not seen him?
Oh, sorry, Badger.
I mean, I guess he is very
My
short
apologies.
and you are very tall, but yes, you can certainly talk to my artificer. And I'm sure, I know the temple has immaculate stonework as well.
So you work a lot with stone, then?
Yes, definitely.
I can see your little figurines there. They're quite nice.
Yeah, here's you. How did I do on your maul? And he hands him his figurine with the maul.
Oh, this is fantastic. Do you mind if I have this?
Sure, go ahead.
I'm gonna pocket that.
You have a little Rico figurine. The person who
Yes.
kills and loots your body is going to be very confused. Oh crap, this guy has his own merch.
Before you put that away, I want you to notice something. Grab the maul.
I'm gonna grab them all.
And it comes off, and it separates, and it can go back into the handhold. It slides right in
Now
between.
this is fancy.
Carved from the same
Oh
stone.
my gosh.
Rico's figurine.
Are you adding it to your inventory?
Yes, I am adding this. This is important.
Yes.
Oh, it's
The
so
description is it's awesome.
The story compels him.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. That is it. Currently in my my inventory now.
Made from rocks from the Black Spire Mountains. There you
I'm gonna add that.
go. Black Spire
Made
stone.
from rocks of the black. See, it's a whole collection. You gotta get the different rocks
From the different
all
places.
across-
Yeah,
Yeah.
make sure you put first edition on there.
Do you
Ah.
do you
While
do the
you're
gladiator
doing that,
thing
I'm
before
going
you
to
start
move
fighting?
your little marker down to Coradine.
Perfect.
mountain.
Gotta give
Perfect.
Gavin something to do.
Gavin, did you minimize? Yeah, you minimize the music.
Dang it. Every time.
There we go.
It's all good.
I love this
Habits
so
are hard to
much
break.
already.
This is quite nice. Now I feel bad I didn't make you anything.
Oh no, it's okay. I do this for fun. This is what I enjoy doing.
So,
I could make you some armor if you'd like.
That I would appreciate.
I mean, I'm
for-
very far from my forge, but if we find a blacksmith, I might be able to make something.
Yeah, we'll talk later.
So for player reference, mainly for Andrew and Erica, just because you're in the other camp. Coradine is range-wise about as big as Storasil, so we're talking like a very hefty,
Huge.
However, it's
Huge.
not nearly
big one.
it's not nearly as dense. The roads are much more open. There's not.
You take a full day to go from one end to the other.
No,
It's
it
not
would take-
sardines.
It would take several days to go from one end to
Several
the other.
days. It's
Oh yeah, that's right. It would
a
take.
couple hundred miles.
Yeah, it's about.
Is there any tram systems like in?
No, there are not. There
so?
are, however, there are plenty of carriage taxis.
Okay.
Horses,
Interesting.
unlike Alabas, horses are, normal transport.
Commonplace.
Here. Yeah.
Okay.
Rather than axe
That's
beaks,
cool.
and however, it's not
Fancy.
nearly as dense, and the as well as the buildings. There are a few tall buildings, but unlike Storesdale, there's not like literal skyscrapers and things like that.
Much more small.
Less
like,
industrial.
two-story.
Less industrial, more think like old-timey Eastern European or not Eastern European, like old-timey Central European architecture. Like, how those like churches look in England and stuff, that kind of stonework with the archways and whatnot. It's very that with a little bit of Roman-esque stonework in there as well with the snow thing. And then the woodwork is very the woodwork ends up being very Scandinavian and Viking style along with it. So it's
no
kind of,
meatball tornadoes.
yeah, so it's a
So it's a Gothic Scandinavian Roman city.
yeah, it's very much a
Just
mis
like
With
a mash
snow.
of cultures. And, yeah.
yeah, you can kind of see
America.
it is a smash of cultures together, as a lot of the capital cities of each of the countries are. They're kind of melding pots of it, but you know that these the more kind of archway robust stonework mostly comes from kind of the humans of Atheus, while the woodwork is very reminiscent of the indigenous tribes that scatter around Tirvis. And so yeah, it is very much a mishmash of cultures kind of all blended together as you start to kind of hover over the city, maybe only a couple 100 feet over some of the buildings.
What's like the main like races within the city? Is it a little bit of absolutely everything, or is it like a specific group? Like, oh, there's only elves, dwarves, and humans, or is there a lot of beast folk? Is there a lot of
for the most part, it's mostly elves, dwarves, and humans, just because they are the humanoid races.
Predominantly.
Just because they're since especially like humans and halflings and humans, halflings, dwarves. Their lifespans are relatively shorter, so they just have a higher population in this area. However, just given the recent lack of interpolitical conflicts, other than the coup run by the Chromatic Dragons a decade ago, a lot of cultures have had well over a century to intermingle and make melting pots. So most of the big cities, you'll find a little bit of everything, but
A little bit of everything.
But predominantly, you'll find human just because they are the most numerous race.
And not a human among us.
Yeah, they are the most.
Yep.
They're the most numerous race, but I would say more so than most cities, you'll find more Minotaur than most countries, just given that this is their other than in Alishkar, that this is an indigenous land for quite a few Minotaur. But yeah, it's very much a melting pot of all different.
Okay. A little bit of everything.
Yep.
Cool. So I think probably the three of us would be shooting the breeze for most of the time on the ride back now that we're all together and everything. And hey, can I see any of your other figurines?
Sure. What do you want to see?
What's that one? And he's gonna point to the bird.
So
That one looks vaguely familiar.
So this is what Arya drew to show what took down our airship that we were on. So this is my rendering of it. She said it was she made it seem like it was more made of metal, which tells me it has some type of mechanical work to it. It wasn't necessarily a beast that would have done this. So my thoughts is
Interesting.
somebody with some type of either mechanical knowledge, construct knowledge, didn't want that airship showing up here.
Gavin, would I have heard of anything of the likes of that before?
So
A giant metal bird.
So you would know, just given stories growing up where you grew up and everything. And this is true for pretty much pretty much everywhere in the world, but there are monsters that roam the wilds of Tirvis. Monsters that roam the wilds of Tirvis that once they hit a certain level of danger or power, so to speak, and these are incredibly rare monsters that are rarely seen, rarely reproduce, and are usually hunted for glory, and the people that have hunted these beasts are put down in the history books. They hunt these creatures known as exalted beasts, which is very much a Tyrvian cultural kind of thing. These exalted beasts, while there are monsters like this scattered throughout the world, here they have people tend to make legends and things about them. However, this specific creature does not ring any bells immediately.
Interesting. My tribe had a name for these. They were called legendary Pokemon. Just kidding.
You're not entirely wrong. And I hate it.
Zapdos made of metal. Yes.
So, Gavin, would there be knowledge of this in my in the chapel, the Church of Kharinal? Would my librarian be able to have any information on that?
Possibly, but your chapter doesn't really deal with exalted beasts or things of that nature unless they pose pretty significant threat, like they're pressing on like they're terrorizing a certain region and stuff, where these exalted beasts are seldom seen, which also means they don't really go out of their way to attack towns and stuff. So
it was kind of an anomaly that we got hit by one.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, very much so.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, each of you would know about the exalted beasts and kind of the fact that they exist. However, I believe Ragos would probably have the most detail on them, just given his background. Just given his cultural background.
If we're going to be forming an adventuring party, maybe one day we could hunt down that beast and be of legend. Yeah, eventually.
Love for it to just hold still long enough that I could make a statue of it. Statue of legend.
It'll hold still when it's dead.
My thoughts exactly. Ghost who's talking. Wait, that's your name.
That
Ghost.
was me out of character.
Dang it. You know, I was trying to say like ghost as in you're not there, but then I realized, wait, you're called Ghost. That doesn't work.
Yeah. So Ghost isn't here with
Whoops.
us at
Nope.
all, right?
No, I was just trying to talk to the ethereal, but
Phantasm.
I'm a ghost.
You guys saw her too, right?
Trees are talking.
I could have sworn there were some flames. Oh, man.
So I've never been to your temple before. About how far away are we?
We're still in the sky, right?
Yeah, we're probably within the hour, I'd imagine.
And
We'll land.
as you say that, you feel this as the ship gets grappled and pulled, and you feel this kind of strange lurching sensation as the ship kind of gets pulled down and gently lands on the floor of the tower. As you see those crystals that are around the ship light up again, as you just hear the voice. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived in Coradine. You are free to disembark at your leisure.
Okay, let's do it.
As we're disembarking, I'd like to look for Ghost.
Oh yeah, she's going to be, ready to go and starting to walk down, and she's going to be talking. Do you understand Abyssal?
I do.
Oh, goody. Okay, so it's going to seem really odd. She is talking to herself, seemingly. She's like, "Do you want me to get you any souvenirs? I'm in Coradine. You haven't visited here much." And then she'll pause. All right. And then just write something down in a notebook, put it in her bag, and then keep walking.
Ooh.
I am going to
Ooh.
full bore as fast as I can get through the crowd and snatch you hard by your arms, and in Abyssal say, "What are you doing?"
She's probably going to just swear under her breath and just almost punch him, but not quite. What in the seven hells? What?
Why do you speak the Danonic language?
I speak with my patron. What do you mean?
Pax is gonna back off, realizing that he's being a little intense.
She's just so confused. This is normal for her. So why are you so...
So Pax backs off.
Back off.
Face
Why
Badger
do you
rushes
speak abyssal?
between 'em.
Why do you speak it?
It's a long story. I'm sorry. I have demons and I are not on the best terms. I did want to ask. You said you were looking for something.
Yes. That's true.
What exactly are you searching for?
An item.
That narrows things down so much. You're being
It
very
does.
helpful.
You're welcome.
And she's totally serious.
Yep.
Pax is just gonna like.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but she'd be like, "You're welcome."
Badger doesn't want to be on this thing at all. So by the way, he pushes between them and hurries and goes down the ramp. And he's on the ground.
Rocks, sweet earth.
Rocks to earth.
Nobody was looking. He'd probably be licking the dirt right now. Like, thank you.
Nope, your brother isn't here.
Your brother is in
Oh, that was a low blow.
Ooh.
He's right here. He lifts up the necklace.
Yeah, as this exchange is going on, I think I'd be walking up behind, kind of like pat Ghost on the back, and be like, "Care to join us? We're gonna be going to Hero's Call here soon."
Sure. I've nothing else better to do on my own, I suppose.
That's the spirit. And keeps walking.
This is so different from what I'm used to. I'm used to being the character like, yeah, can I go? Can I go? Can I go? Let's go.
As we're walking, I'll apologize to Ghost. Just be like, I'm sorry for coming on a little intense and strong there.
It was very intense.
I'll raise up a hand and be like, I'm sorry. That's all I need
How-
to say.
Ever, I do understand where you're coming from. When I first met my patron, I had a very similar reaction, I guess you could say. But, you know, I stuck with it and stuck with him. I think he's, yeah, he taught me things, and now he's my boyfriend, so, you know,
So you're stuck with him.
bonus. He's stuck with me.
Interesting. I would like to speak to your patron someday.
Oh.
That answers that. She's not single, boys.
Thought I'd establish that because, yeah, everyone's after me. But
Yeah, after the
Mechanical
fire
arms.
Nazi that I just randomly met in the woods. Yeah.
So,
Badger would just say that to break the ice because he obviously has no intentions.
she'll just give him a weird look like, okay.
So, as you guys kind of approach the center of this platform, it's a multiple stories at the top of this tower. Then near the center, there's just these series of chain-pulled platforms that are just being lowered and raised up, carrying, and these are pretty large platforms that can carry like maybe 50-ish people on each. That are going. They seem to be automated to an extent. So eventually, you find your way to one of these platforms as you descend down into the ground level of Chlorodyne.
Ground level.
And
Yes.
as you step out through the large open stone doors, you are greeted with the smooth stone roads, light snow falling over the city, a gentle breeze kind of blowing as most of the more intense winds are blocked by the walls of the city, as winds are pretty strong in this area as a result of technically being nestled within the Tailwind Tundra. And you're greeted with just the clopping of massive workhorses pulling large carriages, and the hustle and bustle of the city life. People going to and from work. People calling out, handing out flyers for tourists. People handing out flyers for tourists and everything. Town criers shouting out certain seemingly irrelevant things within current events. And, street performers out doing their thing. Beggars making their way around asking for coin. Just life all around you, dappled throughout the snow. Several plants and stuff that thrive in the cold weather, seeping through snow in the alleyways as you are just surrounded by a sea of people, all shapes and sizes, all races, all walks of life.
To the temple.
I'll start making my way to the temple then.
Luckily,
Following along.
from the tower, the world square, as it is called, is not too long of a walk. You'd be able to get there within a little over an hour, weaving your way through. And as you make your way past, you're making your way past, small neighborhoods, equivalent of suburbs here and there. There are certain, commercial roads where you see different shops and whatnot, as well as quite a bit of random stands of vendors, people selling homemade goods as you're making your way through. But eventually,
Are there anything like any pastry carts or anything like that?
oh yeah, definitely. You come across this small little old halfling lady who has made a bunch of bear claws.
Yes.
This
I would like a
tiny-
bear claw.
Oh yes, of course. Let me get one. That'll be a copper for you.
I only have the silver coin, so I give her the silver coin, and I'll be like, keep the change.
Aw.
Dearie, would you like me to just give you 10 bear claws?
Sure, why not?
And then she fills up a little basket just full of them and just pushes
Bear
it
claws.
There
Okay,
you
I will
go.
instantly
Nice.
shove one in my mouth as I'm walking, and I will offer it to the other 3 members of my party.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Continue walking.
Ghost will take hers and just be eating it and looking at him how do you eat if you're a machine?
Like this. I'll just eat like a normal person.
Probably
It's
falling
not
down,
what
stuck
was-
in your
About
beard
the-
and all.
I'll
This
be
is
like,
not what I meant. I guess I can ask someone else about it.
I have, as I understand it, Rose told me I am perfectly anatomically correct. So I can taste, I can feel, I can eat. I can
Ladies,
drink.
he's single.
I don't have I don't have to do any of those things, but I choose to.
It doesn't work if the only lady here is not single.
Advanced, I see.
Anatomically correct except for the stone. I wouldn't say that's anatomically correct. Very nice,
Supposed
though.
to have two.
That's
Very
very,
nice.
very nice stone indeed. Yes, yes.
Yes.
I'm quoting my artificer. These are not my words.
I guess I misunderstood that comment. Continuing on to the temple.
And as you approach,
Oh, made of stone. I got it. I got it.
and so as you approach this gargantuan, it looks like a cathedral from a distance, but as you get close, you realize that these cathedral walls actually make more of an area, almost like walling off a massive courtyard. Now, these cathedral walls extend several hundred feet into the air, and you can see this courtyard is probably minimum about maybe a dozen square miles. And as you approach one of these gates, there are guards posted by the there are guards posted by the gates. Just city guard. They don't bar your entry or anything like that, but they are posted there to keep the peace. As you see the emblem of Tirvis, which is the bear's head in profile. Yeah, the bear's head in profile against the purple tabard, the colors of the Tirvian military and police force. And as you enter in, you are met with this gorgeous sprawl of gardens with cold surviving plants, pine trees, and just the most intricate stonework and statues and fountains that have been carved, and just peppered throughout you see large chapels / cathedrals that kind of pepper area.
I'll look over to Lux and be like, see, I told you I'm not the only incredible stone creation here.
Impressive.
The only one that seems to talk, though. Huh.
As far as I found, yes.
I only jest.
I did find in all my years of stonework, it's okay to talk to your work, but when it starts talking back, it's usually not. It's time to go
Probably
get some
time to
fresh air.
sleep.
Yes.
I'll look at Lux really, really concerned. Like,
You don't.
Rough-
those
ruffle his
figurines
head and
aren't
be like-
talking to you, are they? How long have you been hearing voices?
You are one strange person.
Talking to me or the Minotaur?
You.
Thank you. You noticing that you hesitated and called him a
I
minotaur
did.
instead of a cow. Rakos noticed. He just kind of just thanks.
just behind Rakos's back, I'll be like, do the thumbs up to Lux. Be like,
And
I was gonna say pre-made leather armor, but you know. Just kidding.
Yeah, you're not wrong with that one. I would have said wall decoration, but you know, either one. Two things can be true.
And as you kind of as you make your way through this courtyard, you're passing temple after temple, moving your way through, seeing intricate stoneworked iconography. One of them with quite a bit of activity, seeing a snowflake with a crown embroidered in the center of it, or the goddess of winter. Another one that seems to be getting quite a bit of respect as of right now. Seems to have a lot of activity right now. One where the emblem is a howling wolf, the god of hunting and predators, which those of you with any sort of religious knowledge would know that you do it to appease the god of predators and hunters. To both you see travelers and people wearing furs and leathers coming in, hunters coming to offer their respects for blessings on their upcoming hunts into the wilderness.
So, Gavin, would that temple also have more information on the exalted beasts, since they are hunted animals, I guess?
With it, you can. You would feel that that's a safe assumption. However, with your lack of expertise with this god in particular,
Okay.
You wouldn't know that offhand. But it is definitely a safe assumption. That would be, if you were to find it within this temple, within any of the temples, that would be the most likely.
Too bad you didn't talk to Ghost about it, because she has proficiency in religion, so I could take a crack at finding out or remembering.
I have proficiency in religion too.
Oh, nice.
I'm a paladin.
I don't know everything.
Okay,
But
fair.
eventually you make your way to this. They're all really large in their own right, easily able to house. In just the main part of the buildings, easily able to house like 100 to 200 people, plus all the extra rooms kind of in the back and offices and different private areas for the priests and the clergy to go. But eventually, you arrive at this temple where a lot of the stonework is accentuated by the signature brass colorings that is used to kind of worship this god. Brass columns surrounded by the pale stone, with the emblem embroidered on the front, carved into stone, an hourglass encased within a circle. And as you pass through, the doors are these large, dark, thick wood. The doors are open, and relative to some of the other temples, this one is pretty empty. As this god does not get a lot of worshippers, so to speak. However, you do see some priests making their way around with the same robes with the brass kind of lining to kind of accentuate the dark colors. They're cleaning, they're making it prim and proper. And another thing is, as you enter, just lining the walls are different clocks of all different shapes and sizes, but they're all ticking away in perfect synchronization. So there's just this constant
Quite mesmerizing.
Yes, I thought so myself when I first saw them.
Lux isn't paying attention at all. He's still looking at all the stonework.
Lux, is it just stone that you're interested in, not metal or any other form of mineral, just stone?
Well, I mean, I like all the minerals and whatnot. I just like looking at artwork. I like my craft, and so I can sometimes be a little distracted, so sorry if that happens. But,
No worries.
Yes. Yes.
I
Did
understand.
you ever work with architecture, or did you only ever work with artwork?
I did a little bit of architecture. I helped in some schools with some stone archways and things such as that. But for the most part, I would be more the one that would design the bricks that maybe they would lay in place, or the pieces that way, not the
Rather than the grand
construction.
design.
Yeah,
Right.
construction. So
You know, I've been to Corodine many times before since I was a young calf, but this is first time I've ever been to this portion of the city. It's quite peaceful in here.
And he's just kind of like hands behind his back, kind of like admiring everything.
The grandpa pose.
Yeah.
Yes.
what time of day is it? Would you say it's around 11 noon?
I would say by this point it's a little bit past noon.
Okay.
There's
maybe
not a lot of
just
people in this one, though.
No, Chronalis doesn't have many followers, but the few followers that he does have are very devoted.
Mm.
We focus a little more on knowledge and less on belief, if you can understand the difference.
Yeah, I understand.
And as you are kind of having this conversation, one of the younger looking clergy kind of approaches this short a small little halfling man, younger, you can tell he's a bit newer around here, which is like, Master Eterna, Marcus is in the back if you wish to go in his study.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Would you let him know I'll join him shortly?
Yes, of course, I'll pass the word.
Um,
And the little halfling scuttles along.
Okay. First, I'd like to look for Rose. She should be in her quarters tinkering.
As you kind of go, and the rest of you are able to follow. None of the people stop you. Kind of as you go. And
I think Reikos, out of respect, would kind of linger in the main hall, not wanting to intrude. But if you urge him on, he'll go. But if you don't, he'll just kind of meander through the main hall, not wanting to be a burden.
If you'd like to come, Reikos. You are more than free. This is not a place not as sacred a place as other temples might make themselves to seem.
All right,
Wow.
yes, I'll go.
Without seeming odd when nobody's looking, I actually cast mage armor on myself. Personal reason. No, you guys wouldn't know. You wouldn't even know.
Can I make a perception check
Yeah,
on
you
this?
certainly can.
Can I make a
Sure.
Okay. Give me deception.
Or
Deception?
I'd say
Is that what you said?
it'd be sleight of hand.
No, I'm not trying to like be sly about it. I'm trying to be
Oh,
polite
okay.
and just just kind of behind, just cast it. So I'm not trying to. But sure, I mean, I can make it. They see me do it.
Just
and
to
turn
see.
around and,
Okay,
and
so you
look.
see
But I'm
it.
just trying to.
There's
I'm not
components
like
to it.
mage
There's-
armor. I'm just.
I think it's
I
got
just
verbal and
mutter and-
somatic. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just and I just touch myself and put on the mage armor and everything. And so, if they notice, then they'll see the little shimmer that I have now for the next 8 hours on me.
Just out of curiosity, what does your mage armor look like?
So my mage armor is actually a kind of it's almost as though I've got particles of dust lightly kind of around me.
Oh, that's
So-
cool.
So
Huh.
it's almost as like You know, like
Yeah,
if
like
a shaft
Linus
of
from-
sunlight were to come through, like there would just be dust floating there. And that
It'd be
just kind
like-
of floats
That's
around me.
cool.
Pigpen from the Peanuts.
Peanuts.
From what?
Pigpen from the Peanuts, where you just got like a constant dust cloud around you wherever you
No,
go.
it's not a it's not a dust cloud. Light dust particles. You
Okay,
barely
okay.
notice it. You barely notice it. But yeah,
Ah.
anytime I were to like
Depending on
walk
the
into-
lighting.
direct lighting, you would see, instead of it just like lightly floating, they would be almost like an atom swirling around me.
Spinning.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
dope.
yeah.
Like that.
So, anyway, sorry for holding you guys up. I just make sure that you never know what's gonna happen, and when I walk into another artist's workspace, things can happen, and I've had things almost fall on me. I just want to be prepared to make sure I don't hurt myself.
Fair.
I just normally don't come to temples.
As a warlock, do you worship your patron? If you don't mind me asking. I've never really met a warlock in person.
Because I don't
He'll
think-
say I do.
It's
I don't
more
think you
of
should be
a-
asking about her
I-
personal
I asked
relationship
it-
with a.
I asked if it was okay.
It's fine.
She's volunteering
It's-
this information. You
it's
don't
a
have to
part-
answer if you don't want to.
It's a partnership. It's agreed
You know,
upon.
I shouldn't have asked. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Reiko's here. It's okay to be curious.
It is. It's fine.
Well, I guess while we were talking about talking the walls and whatnot, can
Did you
anybody
start
else
talking?
hear? When did you start hearing this person?
What do you
What
mean?
person?
Well, I noticed when we were on the airship and I walked between you guys, you were kind of talking to yourself. I assume that's who you were talking to.
Oh, yes. Yes, I was
So-
talking to him.
So can anybody else hear him, or is it just something you hear in your head?
Most of the time, I keep it inside my head, but
Oh, okay.
if he wants to, he can project.
Okay. That makes sense.
Most of the time, it's just not the best call because not everybody likes seeing demons. So,
Well, I have-
devils, that
I-
kind of thing.
Working at different schools of magic, I have met a warlock or two, and sometimes you just can't see their little imp familiar that they've got with them or whatnot. It could be, in their cloak, and so I didn't know if you were talking to, something on your
no.
back, or if you were just talking to yourself, or yes. So thanks for answering that.
I mean, if he were here, he would be saying a lot more than I am. He's just very open about it.
Comes and goes.
Come.
That
Marcus
as-
won't want to give you kept waiting, and let's meet Rose first, and then we can go see Marcus about the bird.
As you are as you kind of make your way to the workshop, it's kind of down below the temple a little bit. So you go down these stairs to like this kind of basement area. Suddenly the peaceful air, rather than that, you're kind of met with the smell of oil and metal, and you hear the rustling of paper as you make your way down, and eventually coming to this relatively small workshop. You see a bunch of tools lining the wall. You see a bunch of tools lining the wall, and scraps of metal, wood, leather, all kind of strewn about the place. Oil stains on the floor and on the tables. And on one end, you see a dwarven woman. It's red hair, stocky, muscular build. She's kind of wearing these thick, heavy-duty gloves, as well as like a heavy apron, things like that. And you see she is rolling up mats of paper and packing them into a into a very large rucksack. And
Rap on the door to get her attention.
there you are, Pax. I was wondering when I'd see you again, or if I'd see you before I headed out.
Are you heading somewhere?
Oh yeah, got an invitation from a colleague. Headed down southeast, bit near the border. There's there's a bit of a hunting lodge that's down there, and from the Hunters Initiative. One of their most high-ranking members is going to be there, and well, she herself is a bit handy with it when it comes to these things. But did you know she actually makes her equipment from the pieces of the monsters that she slays? She's even got like a little companion that goes along with her, made out of bones of dragons and whatnot.
Interesting.
So I figured I'd go down, compare some notes, and see if I can't learn a few tricks.
Well, I'm happy for you. I'm sad to see you go. I'll miss having you around here, but it seems I'll be off on a journey, an adventure, explore the world on my own as well, or with these folks. And I'll point to the party.
We just met.
But we're like brothers, and I'll try to go for the
Yeah.
handshake again.
And she just kind of like looks between you and then looks at you in particular, right? It's just like, don't let him get too beat up. It's very expensive to fix. Right? Very expensive. How long it took me to design that face.
You know he can hear you talking, right?
She does
Yes.
this all the time.
Yes, he can. He can hear me because I'm damn good at my job. You keep an eye on him there, bud. Yeah?
All right.
Okay.
I mean, technically, he was the one being protected.
He doesn't
by
need to know.
him.
Yeah, I'll cover Ghost's
He doesn't
mouth.
need the
Be like,
details.
I'm like, I'll whisper to Ghost, be like, she thinks she's my mom, I guess. She's kind of got a complicated relationship with this body.
That was weirdly put.
It was weirdly put, but I'm not putting it back in my mouth, so.
Just stop talking. I get
Okay,
it. Okay. Stop.
And I'll turn to Lux and be like, Lux, this is the woman that you would want to talk to.
I like that you're down on my level too. Not that much taller than I am. It's great. So,
Yeah, sometimes it can get a bit hard. It puts a strain on the neck.
yes, no, I can understand that. I can understand that. So, I'm looking at this big guy here and really appreciating the artwork that you put into him. Pretty amazing. Obviously, you had access to some really good materials. Where did you get the stone? Where did you source that out of that you made him from?
Well, that's a bit complicated there. Kind of got it from there's some old ruins that are out and about, kind of scattered throughout the world. This one has been mostly pit clean, but there was old ruins discovered kind of in the Black Spire Mountains. Apparently some sort of old giant settlement. Their stonework was quite strange. Picked a few pieces.
Okay. Now, did you have to use any sort of magic to increase its resilience, or is it just naturally a stronger, hard material?
Yeah, no, it required a lot of magic, lot of magic energy, a lot of harnessing the weave and kind of weaving it through the stone. Stone wasn't that malleable to begin with. Wasn't able to get it that expressive, but once I was able to kind of weave the magic through the runes on the inner linings of the face. You can't see them as they are a more inner layer, but once I was able to do that, it was able to hold the magic much easier, much motive and expressive.
Ah, so you use runes. Very nice.
Yes, I found that runes work best with stone, not so much metal though.
That's how I prefer to use them, is on metal.
I have an idea for my first real set of adventuring armor that I'm gonna have this other big guy help me make, and I had some ideas and just wanted to run some of that past you. So thanks for that.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you very much, Rose. Once again, get down on her level, kneel, and kind of like open my arms for a hug to be like, I'm sad that I won't be able to see you for a while.
And she'll go and she'll give a little hug, just like, I'll only be gone a few weeks, and then if you're in need of repairs, don't really have most of my main tools here, so I've got my home on the other side of the city. That's where my main workshop is, so you can just meet me there. But I'll be gone for maybe about a month or so, but I'll be back. Just probably gonna go exchange a few notes, kill a few monsters, help make a few things, and see what happens then.
I look forward to seeing your inventions when you get back.
Oh, yes, and I'll be sure to have a fair price tag on them.
Before you go, have you heard of or seen anything like this? And I pull out my little figurine of the metal bird. Have you heard of any artisans crafting something like this, by chance?
She kind of studies it, and after a bit, she's like, "Not really in my circles. I'll ask around a bit for you, but I mean, not familiar at the top of my head for that being a construct that I'm familiar. You know how some people are. They're very secretive about their work."
Yep, no, I understand. Yeah. Just have a little bit of a peeve with this thing, so I'd like to track it down and give it a few choice words. I would prefer to have been on the ground, but not crashing to the ground from our balloon, so this thing decided to leave a nice big gaping hole in our ride.
Yeah, I'll keep an ear out for it, just to see if anybody's created anything like that, or at least asking for, notes on things that a construct of that nature would require. So I'll be on the lookout.
Thank you, Rose. I believe we're going to go talk to Marcus now, so once again, I will see you when I see you, I guess.
Yeah, well, you'll know where to find me. And she just kind of gives a nod and quickly scuttles out, and she like checks, pulls out a little pocket watch. Is like, oh, my ride should be arriving any moment now. So, well, good luck. Don't die and don't get too beat up. And she points at you, Pax.
Be like, okay.
And with that, she will be on.
That's not foreshadowing. Just kidding. She will be gone. Okay. Where's this Marcus? What did
Up in his study. I'll lead you guys there. Come with me.
Right.
And just up the stairs, up another flight of stairs, and kind of in this large room, the door is open, and you see this older man, slick back gray hair with a matching gray beard, human, as you see that he is writing something in a blank book. Writing something in. And as you kind of approach the door, he looks. Ah, Mr. Eterna. Come
Oh.
in.
Hello there, Marcus. I'll kind of usher everybody in before me.
Who are these?
Well, please introduce yourselves.
My name is Reiko Shayanov.
I'm Lux Lanassi.
Only ghost.
Are you friends? Are you bodyguards?
Recent
We
acquaintances.
crashed together.
Yeah, we crashed together. Yes.
We almost died.
Yes.
Vax here kind of saved the day, and Badger.
I don't know about that, but it was certainly a shock to meet one of the very few Minotaur that I've met here, and my very first fox person? What do you call yourself?
Fox Luperian,
Fox
I
Luperian.
believe.
Fox Luperian.
Well, I'm glad to see that new people. I'm afraid that I do not have, neither me nor Tiberius have any further assignments for nothing in particular. However, I will reach out to you should I know the spell to a matter.
Okay. Thank you, Marcus.
Of course, of course. Now, with that being said, it is important for us to go.
Everything's ruined.
There we go. I messed up my microphone. We're good now. It is important for you to remain ever vigilant. And so, I would encourage that you go out and, find something to keep yourself occupied.
Okay. I've heard from these folks that there's a hero's call that I might go adventuring for a little bit and explore the world.
And he kind of looks at the three of you. May we have the room for a moment, please?
I'll go report to Tiberius then.
Oh, no. I mean you and me, Pax.
Oh, okay.
Tiberius is not here at the moment. He is away on business.
Understood.
Rykos will nod and kind of step out.
I'm already gone.
And as you guys step out,
Ghost is with him.
as you guys step out and kind of close the door behind you, and Marcus will kind of like go, rest his chin on his hands, and he's like, "How are you doing, Pax?"
Pax takes a big deep breath. From Marcus's point of view, kind of the facade of perfection melts away to more of a more human demeanor. He goes, "It's been difficult to adjust. The world isn't as I left it. Although I saw it with Lord Cronalis, I didn't get to experience any of the changes."
I think this hero's call might be good for you. It can help. I don't think there's anything that can fill that void, but it can help heal. There will always be a scar, but this can help you heal. And you'll get to have new experiences. See how far the world has come.
I'll have to take that into account while I travel around. I'll try to look for the good.
There is plenty of good to be found. And there is no replacing what you have lost, but it is not for me to say, but I think it would go a long way to try and figure out the exact reason why you're here. You may come to find that may not even be penance as you see it, but maybe something in a more positive light.
Well said. I mean, I do have a second chance here, so I'd like to make the most of it, I guess.
Do not let this second chance be weighed down by your first one. Experience it anew. Try to have a fresh perspective. You've got a good heart, Pax, but try not to be too hard on yourself.
Okay.
But I will reach out to you if I have any further assignments, if anything chooses to threaten our current state. But until then, you have my full blessing to act as you see fit.
Thank you, Marcus. I think this will do me some good, like you said.
Yes.
I'll reach out my hand to shake his.
He'll reach out and grip your hand as well, and just kind of give that firm handshake. Now, I believe you have an event to attend.
You may be right.
Well, may the Pantheons watch over you.
Okay, then I'll turn and walk out.
Right. And with that, we are going to go ahead and take our break. So, we are going to be gone for about 15 minutes. And so for player reference, be back at about 6:55, and we will just pick up right where we left off. So we'll see you all in just a minute. So, as you leave the as you leave the temple area, you are rejoined by packs. Start making your way out of the world square, back into the hustle and bustle of the busy Corradine streets. And as you check your flyers again, it seems that the meeting place for this is in the courtyard outside of City Hall.
Is that over?
We go there.
Just
I walk.
I go.
kind of side question. I totally forgot to ask. What time of year is it? Like, what season are we in?
Winter.
Well, we were in a blizzard.
Yeah, you were.
Well, I know, but we're in like Russia
A
though.
summer
so, like,
blizzard.
could be anywhere.
Oh yeah, summer blizzards are a
point.
thing here.
True.
But you are actually at the kind of
Start of
near the
spring.
beginning of winter.
Oh, beginning of winter. Oh, crap.
It's the long cold, everyone.
Okay.
Buckle up, Buttercup. Sorry, that wasn't a cow joke.
It could be if you wanted to.
Okay.
I forgot I might as well say it for the stream too, because I didn't describe it well enough before. When he was pointing, when we were on the ship and I was describing kind of Rikus' hammer, he's very humble with it, but like if you look at the intricacies of the maul, it has like Celtic runes, almost like Celtic style runes around it, and like various little runes going across, written in a tongue I don't know if any of you speak, but
Is it common?
English, actually.
English.
Ancient runes. But yeah, so that kind of style is kind of permeated throughout the designs of his armor and things like that. Anyways,
Lovely.
just wanted to establish that.
Now I can picture it.
So as you approach, you make your way towards
I'm gonna wait.
you make your way towards City Hall, and as you see it, it is a large stone building with kind of pillars that go around, very square with a very square building with that kind of goes up into a very fine point at the top. Very wide and low, only a one-floor building. And the gardens and courtyard that surround it have like benches and stuff. It's got like kind of like little mini parks and everything. Fountains, the pine trees. And much less windy than the World Square gardens, but much more uniform and symmetrical with it. And kind of on the right hand side, you see an assembly area, a little bit of an amphitheater, and you see slowly but surely people are kind of steadily trickling in groups. Some people by themselves, but some people in groups of like 2 to 6 kind of going, and they kind of cluster off into groups and find seats in the amphitheater. And as you approach, you do see a sign posted that says the NAA presents Project Heroes Call.
I hope there's some type of a tournament.
Is there a lot of people there right now? Or are we like pretty early?
You're getting pretty close to the time now, but there's actually like only around like 20 to 30 people there.
I thought maybe there might be more people here. Huh.
Less
Yes.
competition, apparently.
Guess we won't have any problem finding seats.
Okay.
Speaking of which, this sounds just as good as any. Needs you gonna take a nice big seat.
She'll sit near him.
What's the sorry? What's the main walking area made out of? Is it stone?
Oh yeah,
dirt?
it is. This whole amphitheater is just carved out of stone and then filled in with like concrete and stuff. And so, as you are, looking around, you see these are very weird mismatched groups that you're looking at. Very strange mismatched groups. And then kind of not joining the crowd like at all, but kind of standing off to the side. You see a small group of people wearing these they're all wearing different armor types, but they seem to have like the same colors, this kind of dark iron color, and a lot of the leathers dyed gray or black. And kind of near where the speakers would be off to the side, you do see a gentleman there kind of looking out over the crowd. Seems to be human, and he's got this kind of darkish brown, kind of chestnut colored hair, very short, well-kept hair, that is kind of spiked up a little bit, and then clean shaven on most of his face except for a solid mustache that sits above his lip. As you see that he has a sword on his back with a shield. And this sword, it's kind of hard to tell, but you notice, kind of hard to tell with it in its sheath, but you notice just barely peeking out of the scabbard, just the tiniest bit of shimmering light.
Ooh, fancy light sword.
As he just kind of looks out over the crowd, kind of it's kind of hard to gauge his emotions as he's kind of looking out over the crowd. However, eventually you see a small group of people start coming, well dressed in like suits, make their way up and onto the stage, talking amongst themselves. And as they go, you see, after a bit, silence kind of steadily falls over the crowd. And eventually you see this man this man stand up and make his way to the podium. This man, he is elvish. Very dark skin, contrasted by his silvery white hair and beard. The hair hanging down past his shoulders and the beard going down and disappearing behind the podium. He is the only one of these people not in a suit, but wearing a very ornate set of robes. Greetings to all of you. I am Einrich Tyen, head of the NAA. I thank you all for coming here. "10 years ago, this land had faced a near calamity. A cult of dragons attempting to bring their goddess into the material plane, to then conquer this continent, and we can assume to proceed onto the world at large. That plan almost came to fruition. But it was thwarted. The individuals that mostly contributed to the stopping of this event have chosen to mostly remain anonymous. Their motives and their desires do not matter. And thus, your backgrounds, your desires, are of no concern to us. What matters is the end result, that things like this do not happen. So whether you are here for money, glory, revenge, curiosity, or anything, you are welcome. We have taken to assuming and integrating systems that have been in place in Alabast for a long period of time now. In every town and every city, by the city or town hall, there will be job boards posted. Funding for these jobs will come from either us, the city, or individuals will be able to place job requests of their own volition, as well as pay for their own rewards. You will all be fully registered and licensed to operate within Tirvis, Athius, and Irensil. However, should you move to other continents, I'm sure you will be able to work out your own legality. Do not take this work lightly. This life can be dangerous. The majority of you will not survive. The goal of this project is to find the few who can go out and complete the tasks that the many cannot. However, the tasks that you take on are yours to choose. This is not a strict military or police force. It is to ensure that individuals capable of stopping threats like those of the Crimson Bloods exist in our world. Should individuals like this have existed before, then the War of Black Gates might not have extended to the reaches it has. Once we are done here, we intend to make this project a worldwide effort. Our world is under constant threat from forces both within and without. If any of you choose to leave this life, do so with your heads held high. You will face many hardships. Death will lurk around every corner. That is the nature of our world. When you step beyond the threshold of home, you don't know whenever it will be the last. Your efforts will ensure a greater likelihood that ordinary people can return home. It is worth stating, though, as it has happened in the past, of adventurers like yourselves falling to the wayside, giving in to corruption. And if that is the case, it may be up to your colleagues to put an end to you. Keep your integrity. Be vigilant that you do not become the threats that you have been summoned to destroy. And I shall leave you with one final word of wisdom. live. Let these experiences forge you. Like we said, we do not care what your beliefs are, what your background is, or where you come from. What matters is that you are capable of stopping threats that others cannot. So when you are ready, you may register your names within City Hall here. My colleagues inside will show you how to fill out the paperwork, become registered. And starting tomorrow morning, job postings will be listed in the courtyard here and in every city and every town in Tirvis. And in the coming weeks, both Athias and Irensil will follow suit. And as for tonight, enjoy yourselves. We have rented the tavern just down the road out for each of you. Room, board, food, and drink are all paid for. That is all. And he steps back from the podium. And there's kind of like whispering and muttering from the groups around you. As they all just kind of, you just kind of hear glimpses of, that was ominous, and things of that nature, of just people saying how kind of weird the speech was. Not very marketable as the flyers would have you assume. But eventually the speakers go and file away. And slowly but steadily, the rest of the crowd either disperses and leaves on their way. However, some of them do make their way inside into the city hall to start filling out the paperwork.
And before we stand up, I think Rakos, he would kind of reach under his leather armor, pull out his necklace, and he just kind of has it in his hand. And he'll just kind of look away and look at the city hall. And he'll just kind of have this solemn look on his face for a moment. Whoa. Shall we?
I hate paperwork.
We shall.
And so as you enter into the city hall, for the most part, for the people actually signing up for the Heroes Call, maybe only about 20 people in there are signing up for it. And kind of as you're going, you see this one of the people wearing the suits, an agent of the NAA, kind of goes. You see, she's a younger half-elven woman with short cut hair. Kind of goes up, just like, all right. Are you all signing up as a group or individuals?
Sweet.
Because we kind of
Sign up
look
as a
at.
group.
Yeah, look left
We
and
can sign
right.
up as a group. Pax, go ahead, sign us up.
Let's
Paperwork
go.
for me.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Can I get each of your names or aliases?
I am Pax Eterna.
Okay. And you?
I am Reiko Shirenhoof.
All right. And you, miss?
Ghost.
Okay. And how about you, sir?
You can call me Lux Lanassi.
Of course. Okay. Now, most adventuring parties operate under a name. Do you have a name yet?
No.
I will mark it under pending then. Whenever you decide, you can make your way back here, and we can work out the details, and we can get
Call
that
us Fur and
registered.
Stone.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You can just call us Fur and Stone.
Fur and Stone.
Fur
Well,
and
let
Stone.
us
no,
consider something
no,
else,
we're-
please.
Leave it as pending. We're not Burnstone.
I just figured, you and I, Reiko's kind of, the more furry, they're kind of the more stony, solid. Okay, it was worth a shot.
Of course. Well, I will leave this here, and I will go and hand this off to you. And she kind of goes and writes down a number. Writes down like a number, and it's labeled account number. And I will hand this off to you, and you can discuss amongst yourself to discuss a passphrase. As being a part of this system, we have tried to make it as convenient as possible, given the danger that you will all be facing. And so we are coming up with a universal banking system. So you will be able to access your account from any of the capital cities from any of the 3 countries.
That's convenient.
Definitely.
How does that even work?
Well,
Guessing that they have credit between the 3.
the NAA has some well, let's just say we have access to magical resources that are being lent out to help this effort be as smooth and convenient as it need be.
So is this like individual passcodes, or do we need one as a group?
As a group, as you are registered as a group.
Huh. Whetstone.
I liked Fire and Stone better.
Or a passcode, not for a name.
Not Whetstone, please.
Lovely dirt.
All right, fur and stone. We'll use that. Badger, how
For
about that? That could be
passcode?
our passcode.
Sure,
Fur and Stone.
Fur and Stone for a passcode. Yes, I like it.
And as you write it down, she'll take back the information.
Gotta go work.
And I will get this registered, and you can identify yourselves by
Pending.
your individual names.
Pending. What's your password?
And of course, these are your identification. And she hands over what kind of look like small metal pendants, almost similar to dog tags, a little bit. And you see she goes, casts a little spell on each of them before handing them off. And they are engraved with your names, and they do have identification for. They say that it has your names as well as marked with Project Heroes Call. As you are, you now have been given ID as participants in the project. Now, it is worth noting that due to this project, some of the other organizations that function within the neutral agreement regions, namely the Explorers League, have launched more than a few inquiries into the surrounding areas to investigate old ruins, old forts that were used back in the War of Black Gates, as well as some ruins of old civilizations that were here before. So you should be seeing quite a few job listings from them as well. But as for that is all the paperwork we need done right now, so you may go and enjoy the rest of your days.
Bit ominous. What thanks.
May our
Yes.
days be long and many.
I hope that is the case for you. And she nods and quickly scuttles away.
It seems the ominous was intentional.
Sounds like someone's as bad as with their words as I am.
Yeah, it appears so.
Okay, to the job board then.
The job board won't be populated until tomorrow morning.
No.
And so you're getting into like the mid-afternoon.
Okay.
Let's go find someone to spar.
Let's go find someone to compete with.
That's what I meant. Yes, let's go have some friendly competition. Friendly competition. In which they die. No, it's
I mean, you could always go to a pub and just punch somebody.
no, there's no fun in that. I don't want that. I want something that takes skill.
You want something mutual.
Yes. Is anybody aware of any type of gym or brawlers guild?
Not a
So, those of you that spent any significant time in Corridine do know that there is a Coliseum.
Yes.
There is a Coliseum, but if you wish to compete within the Coliseum, there are smaller, I guess you already used the term, smaller, I guess, gyms you would have to fight your way through to get to the Coliseum.
Oh yeah, let's
Gotta fight them all.
I'm not trying
Yeah,
to
that's
become
what I was
a
gonna-
master gladiator or anything. I want to go find a smaller gym that I can do some sparring with some magic. Yeah. So do any of these guys do I need a roll to see if I can remember of anything? I'm good at history.
I would say asking around a little bit, you'd be able to find. So it wouldn't take too long. Asking around, yeah, and eventually you come across a. You get told that within the area. In fact, the inn/tavern that was actually being paid for is called Maldron's Barfist.
Aldrin's Barfist.
Yep.
That's a great name.
And
Barfist on his Moldrin. What?
and so this this is a tavern and inn with a cage in the center for people to fight and brawl.
Woohoo! That's some fun. Okay, well, definitely want to head that way and talk with the whoever's in charge of setting up a bout.
Alrighty. So,
Is this a group fight, or are we just watching Lux?
Oh no, I'm
Oh,
gonna watch.
I'm going to watch. I want to see
I'm okay.
this.
I want to see this happen.
Yeah.
so
Let's see.
as you enter in,
Can we place bets?
you see already people are eating and drinking. Some of the people that you saw at the assembly, and like I said, you see like it's a very strange, diverse group of people. And as you're looking in, you see a group of these like very brightly colored armors, very strange, like fashion sense kind of a thing. Just a group of three of them. One of them being a furbolg, one of them being a gif, one of the hippo-like creatures, and one of them being a what was it? Let me check my notes. One of them being a tabaxi. They're kind of laughing and drinking, and they are as they're going, they're speaking with very thick accents. As they eat and drink. And then off in another corner, you see a group of four. One of them being a large Goliath woman with dreadlocks kind of going down. She's wearing furs and things like that. You see her staff resting on the table in front of her. She is covered with these black tattoos against her stone white skin, and is kind of similar to Reiko's. Has like a bunch of hair ornaments and stuff, like feathers and wrappings mixed throughout her hair, decorative. Next to her, you see a moon elf man who seems to be wrapped up in bandages, so you can really only see the kind of most of the top half of his face, as he has kind of the short white hair. As you see, he's got this set of tools in front of him and a bunch of armor pieces as he is slowly twisting a screw with a screwdriver on a set of gauntlets that he has in front of him. The next one over is a tiefling woman who seems to be trying to. She seems the most lively of the bunch, and she seems to be trying to convince them all to convince her party that she's with to play cards with her, and they're all refusing. As you see her kind of go and messing with a deck of cards in her hand. And then the final member of this group, you see a half-elven woman with this kind of silvery kind of hair, as she has a kind of a steel mask that kind of connects to her scale mail, and she just kind of sits. Sits there, almost looking like she's trying not to doze off. And so you see that, and then another thing you see is that group that had that kind of uniform, dark iron looking and dark dyed leathers kind of going. There's less of them now, but they do seem to be kind of just observing. Seem to be just kind of observing the tavern. The man with the mustache, though, is not present. And in the center, you see this in the center. You see this kind of pit that is dug out, and it has like 2 ramps going down to either side of it. And in this pit, it's just down into the stone and gravel. And inside there, you already see 2 people just bare fist brawling. As they're in there, with tables that kind of surround above, looking into it so people can watch while they eat. And behind the bar counter, you see a large copper scale dragonborn character, as he's got kind of a faux beard that forms like tendrils that kind of form a beard, and 2 tendrils that kind of form like a faux mustache a little bit. And they are decorated with silver rings that are on the tendrils.
So, Badger, which one are you gonna fight?
Everyone wants to fight me. I guess we'll wait till these 2 guys are done in the ring. But so who's the leader of this establishment?
Probably this Dragonborn.
Okay, so I'll walk over to the Dragonborn. So are you the owner of this fine establishment?
Well, yes, I am. I am Maldrin. It is a pleasure. Can I get you something to drink, my friend?
Oh no. When can
I'll
I
take a beer.
Make that 2.
Of course.
3.
I guess get them taken care of. What do I need to do to be next in the ring after these 2?
Oh, just put your name on the list here. They are the last 2 that I had on the list, so as long as somebody else puts their name on there, we can throw you in.
Oh, so I have to wait for somebody to put their name on there? Okay.
Yes, and whoever puts their name first will be your opponent.
Okay. Well, I put my name on the list and basically just raise my voice to the rest of the room towards the largest group of people. Hey, looking for a sparring buddy. If anybody is feels like they're good enough that they could give me a few minutes of their time.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Okay, get over here. Persuasion. Alright. Okay, that would be an 11.
An 11. Kind of as you're as you kind of look around, you notice that a good chunk of the people are kind of ignoring you.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit of performance. I'm gonna walk over to Pax and lift him up.
Oh, make an athletics check for me.
Okay, athletics check.
You have a death wish.
Oh, come on! I got a 7.
Oh no!
I am as large as a medium creature can get.
That's great. I've got a larger strength than you do. Okay.
But he's too dense for you.
I used him as a warm up. So when he doesn't budge, I walk over to the Minotaur, who is also large, and I'm gonna try and pick him up.
Don't.
Please, just I need
No.
to get somebody's attention. Play along.
I will.
Not
be like,
this way.
Lux,
Yes.
I'll fight you.
No. No. Come on.
No.
This
Let
is
him.
just
Let him
sad,
try this out.
please.
Let me try. Milady, would you allow me to attempt to lift you?
Don't
For
touch
just
me.
a moment. Okay.
Like I said, you just have to walk
I
up
look
and
around.
hit
Is there
someone.
anything that is
Yeah.
heavy looking?
As
in my
you're
vicinity?
doing that, you see one of the black leather clad mercenaries kind of look at you. This guy is kind of a larger bugbear. As he kind of looks at you and he's like, Little guy thinks he's strong, is he?
And I say to him, well, while we're waiting for these two to finish up, how about just a friendly, no wager arm wrestling? You and me.
Huh. What do I get if I win?
I just said no wager, but if you need something, if you win, I'll make a lovely little figurine of anything that you want. And then I show him a couple of my wares to show him how intricate my designs are. These could fetch a pretty price just about anywhere in the city.
Deal.
Okay. So I hop up onto a chair next to an open table,
and he'll
lean
hop,
half my body onto it.
yeah, he'll hop up right next to you. Put his arm out.
Okay, and I take the claws and put in my bag. Take off my my metal claws. Don't want a disadvantage there for him.
And
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me. It's going to be contested athletics.
Your hand just reaches his wrist.
Okay, I rolled a 15.
15. 14. As
Ooh.
you
Yeah!
go, it's a struggle, and as he's doing it, you see he's got this smile, as this kind of toothy grin, and then you start pushing it back, and the smile fades. It's like, what? Until finally you hear the thud of the bugbear, his arm hitting the table. As you just hear this, him just going, "What? That doesn't make any sense."
It's okay. Thank you for your honest effort and for helping me out there. And then I'm going to make a performance, if that's okay. I'm going to do a handstand on the table and do a handstand push-up.
You go ahead.
Okay,
I
so
love this.
performance and athletic. What do you want me to roll for that one?
That one would be athletic, probably.
Athletic. Okay, 17.
17. Okay. With a 17,
And just in case on the performance, I also rolled a 17.
all right.
It happens too.
One-handed push-up. Not just vertical.
He's also singing.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And then I'll dismount onto the ground. Yeah. Take a bow.
All right. So as you do, there's a little bit of applause from it, and then with that, you kind of see the the group across the group that had like the moon elf and the Goliath. They kind of look over at you.
I
And-
understand, not wanting to use your energy. You're going to be going out adventuring. You don't want to, wear yourselves out with someone like me. I understand. Just sit back and relax. It's okay. There's no dishonor if you don't come and, brawl
as
a little
you see,
forest animal like myself.
You see the Goliath woman stand up, grab her staff. I will spar with you if you prefer.
Sure. I mean, are we bringing weapons in there? Do you need your staff?
Not particularly. Do you
Okay.
prefer weapons? Bare fist? Magic?
Whatever you prefer. Lady can choose.
How about we do... Oh, we're going to be taking on adventurers, no? We'll be needing to have all the practice. So how about no holding back?
Oh,
All magic, all weapons on the table.
sounds good. And I pull my claws back out, put them on my hands.
Oh dear.
This sounds wonderful.
This can get messy.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Excuse me,
was-
barkeep. Where can I place bets?
That would be with me here at the counter. So every if you win the bet, you'll make back one, and you'll get back the money that you put down on the bet, as well as make back an extra 1/2 of that money. However, if you lose, the house keeps everything.
I'll place a gold on that woman.
What the heck? Before I get into the ring,
I'll
I
have
take
3
out-
bear claws on Lux. Place the pastries on the table.
I take out 5 gold coins and place them, and I'll say, I'll bet them on myself, just for fun.
Alright, give me just 1 sec. Let me import the scene. This is a placeholder map. This is not the final. This is not the final version of the map.
Okay.
And I also.
The music's gone, by the way.
I keep minimizing it. And I also let me just import the data.
Oh boy.
Not to add too much
Here we
into all the
go.
chaos right now, but my my character sheet in Foundry did not update.
Yeah, I can re-update it. Here we
This
go.
is
This is
exciting.
dumb. This is stupid.
I love it so much. Ah, this is my favorite.
Alrighty, let me go like this.
Let the shenanigans begin.
All the craziness.
Absolutely. Turn this
Let me just go
tavern
like
upside
this.
down.
Then let me go like this. Just have to do some last minute programming of this, but we should be good.
Lux,
Yes.
how many hit points do you have?
Enough.
Okay, so I don't have art for this.
He's still got
character
mage
yet.
armor on.
He does still have mage armor on,
He
actually.
Last 8 hours.
I do. And I've got a few other tricks up my sleeve.
Oh boy.
I'll be ready to hop in if either side gets too injured.
Oh no, it's okay. We're not going to the death. It's just still a knockout.
Okay, so I don't have artwork enough.
It's just a friendly spar.
I don't have artwork enough for the rest of the patrons and stuff. So just assume this whole thing is full. And this is not the final look of the thing. This was quickly thrown together.
Yes, yes. Thank you for entertaining the
Yes, I
idea.
had to quickly
Yes.
just throw this map together, and with that. So,
Okay, so it's about 25 by 25.
yep.
Sounds
So,
good. And then
as
did you update my character?
Yes, I did.
Okay, get him in there. What's going on?
So as you go, you see she steps down into the pit, towering over. She's a good 7.5 feet tall.
Okay.
She kind of rolls her shoulder, and she looks at you and goes, "How do you prefer to fight? Do
You know, I've never been much of a fighter. Guess we'll see.
And so let me just check this.
You're not exactly helping your case.
Just got to find the right thing.
We could be hustling her.
Hmm.
We saw how he was with the ice goblins.
That's true.
Do-do-do.
But she's also crazy enough to sign up for this adventuring thing, so she could be just as crazy.
Probably.
Crazy.
I feel like crazy is a requirement in this field.
I mean, I'm just
I
kidding.
just
here,
have to
so.
find the right thing real quick. Because it's... Alright. So, yeah. So she, so she kind of looks at you, studies you a little bit.
You minimize the music.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
It happened.
And then what race is she again?
She's a
did you say?
Goliath.
She's a Goliath. Okay.
And so, she kind of looks at you and she goes, I am Isha of the Stonehide tribe. It is pleasure. And you are?
My name is Lux. Nice to meet you. I hail from these parts. I'm from the Lanassi family.
Well, may you fight with vigor and honor.
Always. You as well.
And then she goes, you see, she plants her staff at her side. And are you readying like your claws or anything like that?
They're already ready. They're ready all the time.
Okay.
So I'm up in kind of like a boxing type stance.
All right. So as you stand across from each other, she towers over you. The room kind of goes quiet as you hear a ding, a bell ring as you see Maldrin, the Dragonborn, has rung the bell. He's like, "Ladies and gentlemen, we have yet another match. However, this one will be a bit more intense than the last. Ground rules for the match. Magic and weapons are allowed. And so, the only rule is, you win when your opponent lies unconscious on the other side."
Sounds fair.
Combatants, take your spots and ready yourselves. And ding, he rings the bell. I need you. Let me initiate combat on you.
I tried rolling initiative before he initiated combat.
Alright, now you're good to roll initiative.
Okay, roll initiative.
10.
10, and she got a
10
7
and 8.
and an 8.
10 and 8.
Yes. Okay.
Top of the round.
Okay,
Lux,
let's have
you and your
some here.
11 health.
Holy
Oh,
crap, Lex has
boy.
11 health.
Yeah.
That's what I had
Yeah,
last
that's enough,
last
that's for sure.
session.
Let's have some fun here. No, quit. There we go. Okay, so I cast Earth Tremor on her.
Okay.
Ooh.
Go like
Roll versus
this.
DC 13, or she is prone and takes 1d6 damage.
Ooh. That is 12.
Fail. Okay, so
Oh wait,
she is
hold on.
prone.
I rolled for you. Sorry, I made
Oh.
you roll your own deck save. I had you
Oh.
selected.
That's
You're
okay.
lower.
It's
Even
worse.
better.
All right, go ahead and roll that damage.
Okay. Damn it. Okay, so she takes 1 damage and she is prone.
All right. And as she goes, it kind of slips out from under her.
Okay,
it-
wit. Okay, Continue.
Yeah, so she kind of goes and falls to the ground, just like kind of landing. And as you land, she kind of looks at you and just gives like this toothy grin.
Okay, with my my bonus attack or my bonus action. Sorry, 1 second. Where? Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. Okay, so let me just keep track of my spells here. Okay, so I used. Where did that go? There we go. I used Earth Tremor. That's done. With my bonus action, I am going to actually use my my Blade Song.
Alrighty.
Okay, so my armor class is now 15. And my speed increases by 10 feet, and I have advantage on acrobatics, and +2 to con saving throws.
Nice.
Okay, so
Dang.
I don't know how I would modify that, but we're just gonna have
What does that
Yeah.
look like when you do that?
Yeah, when you activate your Blade Song, how does
Okay,
that look?
So when I activate my Blade Song, basically what happens, because I'm using it on my my claws, they actually just look like they start to blur, and they kind of vibrate like the sound of like a tuning fork.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And there just remains in the air, kind of a slight humming. Okay.
Fancy.
Awesome.
And then I'm gonna move into the corner right there. 'Cause
That
what-
was
let's see. If
so
she's
great.
prone, does it take an action to get up?
No, it just
Half
takes
her
half
movement.
of her movement.
Half of her movement. Okay. Okay. I guess my turn's done.
All right. So she is going to use 15 feet of her movement to get back up. And she is then going to target you with an ice knife.
Ooh.
And so it has an AoE, but since you're getting hit directly, it doesn't really count for you.
Okay.
So she's going to launch an ice knife and get a 12 to hit, which
Miss.
does not hit.
Ooh.
All right. And so as she launches it at you, the ice knife, let me see. I think, does it do the AoE effect if it misses you? I think it might.
I think it still does the AoE effect.
Yeah, let me check.
And the
that.
ground would still become
Ice
icy.
knife. Hit or miss, the shard then explodes. Each target within 5 feet of it. Okay, so you also need to make a dexterity saving throw, DC 14.
But you can click on the button on the right.
This is so much fun. oh
Four.
no.
4. So
It's
you
less
take
fun.
you take 2d6 cold damage.
With the after effect, huh?
Yeah. Ice knife is
The first level spell.
yeah.
That's half his hit points right there.
That is 6 cold damage to you.
Okay.
And then what does the ice do? Doesn't it stay icy afterwards, or does it
No.
go away?
Nah, it goes away.
It's just an explosion
Okay.
of shards.
Yeah.
So
All right. So with that, and then she is going to use her bonus action to combat wild shape
Ooh.
Oh.
okay.
Got a druid.
into a
Oh,
brown bear.
boy.
Oh,
Oh,
gosh.
oh.
And that's how she's going to end her turn.
Okay.
Moon Druid.
Okay. 1 second.
oh boy.
I think with that, you see like Reiko's like clapping, raises his tankard. Fantastic.
Ghost
Also,
just sipping her beer. Very interested in the fight.
just so you know, Reikos.
Hmm.
Say hello to your rival.
Hi, kitty.
I told you it was gonna be a
Fair.
tough subclass.
Nice.
Okay. I'm a little bit not super happy with that. So I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb Poison.
Okay. Go ahead and make
Oh.
that attack roll.
Oh wait, I did not target her. 1 second. Did I target her? No, I did not. Here we go. Try that again.
Is when you roll to hit.
What was that?
Yeah,
It's when you roll to
roll
hit.
to hit. It'll show up.
Discard previous. Here we go. Cast spell. Okay.
Oh, I don't know if I have a programmed animation for Chromatic Orb.
That's okay. That's okay. Okay.
Oh, that
Oh.
definitely
22
hits.
hit.
What do you
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Okay, I'll roll
Yeah.
my 3d8 plus bonus.
Oh,
Oh.
17 damage.
17. Yeah, that.
Oh, no.
That hits.
Yeah.
That is exactly half of its health. Half of the bear's
Oh,
health.
son of a! Are
Holy.
you
Oh
kidding me?
gosh.
Are you kidding me? Okay, 1
The
second.
bears.
You wanted to pick the fight, Lux. Let's see it.
Yeah, okay.
I,
the
I rolled a
bears.
d4 for
What?
which of the 4 party members would show up.
Yeah, I know. I get it. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. Okay.
The panic is set again.
Just checking for flavor text. 1 second. Okay, so nothing else there. Okay, so I need action, so I still have a bonus action.
Oh man.
Oh, fine. Let's just have some fun here. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, no, not targeting. Sorry. Don't want that. There we go.
Oh, charge right up. Okay.
There.
Dude, the suicide
Oh,
run
boy.
all the way up.
Okay. Is that your go?
So, hey, 1 second, 1 second. Since I've got some acrobatic ability or whatever, not doing any type of grapple, but that's a very large creature, right?
Yep.
What would it take to jump on her back?
Acrobatics check. I would say, with how small you are, probably I would say 14 would be the DC.
Okay, so let's get over,
Oh boy.
let's get over to my.
So great.
Pax is doing
Skills.
exactly what I'm doing now. Just like, oh, this is stupid. Why is he doing this?
Ghost is smirking.
Oh.
Okay, so I rolled a
you.
19,
All right. So you jump
I am-
up onto the bear's back.
and I'm gonna just be balancing there, just kind of holding on and
Oh, yeah.
not allowing her to maul me.
All right. So with that means it is her turn now. However,
Yep.
I would say, just due to where you are, she can't get you with a bite attack.
Yep,
So
that's the
see.
point.
And so we'll do a claw attack with disadvantage because it has to kind of reach up and over. However, if it hits and doesn't take you down outright, then we'll see if you can stay on.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, that is an 11 to hit.
Yeah.
That is a miss.
All right, so she goes with the claw. She
Nice.
can't do the bite attack because you're in a bad position for it. So it is just back to your turn.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
guess
that's
what?
so
I have
lovely.
claws as well. Okay, so with my main attack, I am going to dig in my claws in her face, her neck, or whatever. I don't know. I don't need to make a
Oh.
Yeah.
called shot or anything here. Sorry. Let me get to my. Let's see, features.
Whoosh.
Let's see. Where's that attack at? Sorry, I'm looking at it on Foundry versus my regular character sheet. Where is my attack?
It's
at?
right by unarmed strike, Badger's claws.
That
You did it.
unarmed strike. Where?
On the left hand thing, you have skills. You have equipped unarmed strike and Badger's claws.
Skills I'm not seeing. I mean,
You click
oh,
the
there we go. Oh,
hand,
duh,
the
I was on the
pointing,
wrong
yeah.
tab. I was on the wrong. Okay. Yeah, so we got
Yeah.
Badger's Claws. Right there, quantity. Okay. So if I click on that, that does not... That's just the weapon. Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Cancel new. Okay, so it did that. Okay, so rolling to hit. Oh, 9 probably does not hit.
9 does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay.
However, since you are the claws, we talked about this. You can do your bonus action attack, but with the bonus act with 2-weapon fighting, but it will not use the modifier. It's just the
So I
dice
don't get
roll.
this. So I don't get this. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So
you
the
will-
second one. So I
Yeah.
don't get my strength bonus on this one.
Yeah. That will hit though.
17. Or no, that's a
12.
12, not 17. Does 12 hit?
No. It is you use your strength and stuff for the
For the-
attack.
Oh, just
roll.
not for the
It's
damage.
just the damage.
For the
yeah.
damage.
Okay, so 17 hits.
Yeah, 17 hits, and now it's just a straight D6 for the damage.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll one down here. Okay,
Yep,
D6.
sounds good.
damage.
Oh
Yeah!
Nice.
So as you're going, you jump up on the back, and the first one it goes, and before you land the blow, she kind of shakes a little bit. You keep your balance, and then you go in with the second one and just dig the claws into the back of the brown bear.
So I'm kind of holding on with my left hand, if we know what I mean.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
That is your go, and she is going to try and target you with the yeah, and she is going to
Claws.
target you with the claws. So she will attack with disadvantage.
Oh my
Get a
gosh.
9.
Another miss.
All right.
Yo, seeing this display, Reikos was cheering on the woman, but as that's going on, he's just like, Badger, very nice.
And so the bear just grunts and stuff, and then it is she is going to like dash, like try to charge the other side and
Okay,
see
so-
if she can knock you off with this. Go ahead and make another acrobatics
Okay.
check with me. Then your blade singing, so advantage. You're fine. You are
yeah.
fine.
18.
Okay,
And I just go, woohoo!
Badger, it is your turn.
Okay, so I'm doing another double claw.
Okay.
Let's see.
And
What
she
is
thought
this?
this was gonna
Choose
be
what to do the
easy.
previous roll. I only clicked it once. Why is it
yeah,
discard previous?
yeah, that's what I did. I don't know why that's popping up. So
Okay, so rolling to hit, and
yep, that'll definitely hit. Go ahead and roll that damage.
22 to hit.
Holy moly.
3 plus
3,
so
which
I do
is
6
6.
damage. 6 damage there.
All right, and
Okay.
she is looking. Or the bear form is looking really rough.
Yeah, stupid bear.
She's
form.
got 5 hit.
She's only
Okay.
got 3 more wild shapes.
Shut up.
Technically, she only has 1 more.
At level 2, or are these guys higher level?
No,
Everybody's
level
the same
12.
level as me. Yeah.
Now druids get their subclass at level 2, and moon druid is just
Rugged.
Okay, does a 14 hit?
yes, it does.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez.
Yes.
And this is
Just the flat
sorry.
d6.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me roll that one. 5 damage.
That is just enough to. Whoops, I did that to the wrong token. That is just enough to push her back down into the. And let me get her health back down to what it was, because you did 1 damage to her. And that pushes her back down into her humanoid form. So you fall to the ground.
Oh, I want to grab. Yeah. I want to. I want to try to grapple her again. I would like get up on her back.
All
But
right.
she's huge, right? She's 7 feet tall. I'm 3'6".
She's still,
twice
she's still
my
medium
size.
one, but yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna be a much higher acrobatics check. So go ahead and do that.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, here we go.
So cool.
Sadly, the 12 does not keep you on there, but you do manage to land on your feet, though.
Okay. Where would you say
Either any one of these 3 spots.
Yeah, let's just yeah, we'll just stay there.
Stay there? Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, now that's done, it is now her turn as she... It is now her turn as she is going to go and do a primal savagery on you.
Ooh.
Cantrip.
Oh.
That is a 21 to hit.
Holy
Yeah,
smokes.
Oh
What
god.
does that do?
It does acid damage. You take 1 acid
Oh,
damage.
you lucked
As
out
you
there.
see,
Holy
That was
as
the
you see,
D10.
her arm transforms into these green claws, and it just slashes you. You take 1 damage.
Okay. Are you taking care of my life there? or am I-
No,
No.
that was an accident on mine.
Oh, so okay. So how do I go in and change that down?
You can do that on D&D Beyond if you want, or Foundry. But you took what
So
was
I'm
it?
down to 5 hit points.
Yeah, you're down to 5. So I
Yeah.
can keep track of it right here.
Okay,
So you're down to
fine.
5.
Okay, I'll let you do that.
Okay,
Sweet,
that
sounds
is-
good.
That is all she is going to do for this turn. Which means it's your
Okay.
turn, Badger.
Okay, so she's breaking out spells again.
He'd be at 4 health.
What? What
No,
do you mean? No.
He has 11 in total, and she did 6, and then an extra 1.
No, she did 5 and an extra 1.
There's a 6
No,
right
no,
there.
she
I can
did
see it.
oh yeah, she
6.
did 6.
Oh, she did
yeah,
6.
you'd be
Oh, so I
to
am down to
4.
4.
Yeah.
4,
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay.
Not 6 total. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm right in her face. Let's. Oh, crud. Let's just have some fun here. Why not?
You haven't been?
Huh? Oh.
It was all
crud.
business before.
Yeah. Well, I gotta conserve stuff, but I want to do that. Let's see. Is there a save? Not a save. Whether it works or not. Ah, let's just have fun with this. Okay. Am I targeting her yet? Sorry, I forgot to. Yep, I am. Okay, let's just, since we got plenty of dirt underneath us, my version of Jim's magic missiles right to her face.
Right. Since they are ranged attacks, they will be at
Yep.
disadvantage.
Wait, they count as ranged attacks?
Yeah.
Because you
Oh.
rolled a hit with the
Yeah.
Jim's magic missile.
Yeah, because you're rolling to hit.
And so they count as disadvantage because I'm in hand-to-hand
Yeah, because
combat?
you're in melee range with her. Yep.
Oh, well then can I so I didn't realize that. Am I okay if I switch that to something else then?
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
know that.
yeah, you're
Okay. Okay. So because if that's the case, so I need something that's not okay, whatever. Let's just
Got green flame blade. Which won't do anything.
no, that
against a single
doesn't do
target.
anything exactly.
No.
Not yet, at least. Not until like level 5 or something. Sleep. All right.
Put the whole
And-
bar to sleep.
No, I can choose who it does.
Go ahead.
Does it
Go
too?
ahead and roll the damage for it. See how many hit points.
Does
20.
20 put her to sleep?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
So she is asleep with that spell as you see her kind of go and like she doesn't like fall down, but she's like still up, but she kind of like goes unconscious right there.
Sure. For my next magic trick.
Which
She's
bring,
unconscious?
Sorry, what did you say, Gavin?
She's unconscious. Doesn't that count?
Yeah, but I'm not doing anything inappropriate. I'm just gonna, try and slap.
No, it's very obvious that you put her to sleep with magic. So
Yes.
So the match is still on.
Oh yeah.
Got
Oh
it.
yeah.
Um, So yeah, which would
Oh
bring
look,
us
she
to,
just fell asleep.
yeah, which
She
would
is unconscious.
yeah, which would put us to her turn, which she can't do anything, which would bring us back to your turn,
Yeah, but it only lasts for 10 rounds, so it's okay.
or until she's hit.
Yeah, I get that.
However-
so, let's make the hit count because it would be with advantage as well.
Yeah, advantage, and if you hit, it's an automatic critical hit because she's incapacitated.
Oh. Well, when you put it that way.
So
So let's see. What is my biggest damage, ranged, whatever? Who cares?
it's worth noting only
Right.
melee hits are automatic crits.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
then never mind that. Then.
It's still
I-
advantage for range attacks, but only melee hits are automatic crits.
Oh, okay. Well, then we're gonna Badger's claws. Did that go on there? I didn't see.
It looks like
No.
it did not.
Okay, let's click that again. There we go. Discard previous, and then you said it's automatic critical hit if it hit.
If
So
it
advantage.
hits, yeah,
if
you
it
still have
hits.
to beat the AC.
Okay. Advantage.
Yep, you're
Yeah.
good. You are
Yeah.
The
good.
19.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
So first one, critical hit. 13 damage with the first
13.
claw.
And she loses the sleep.
Yep.
And as that, she kind of goes and she stumbles back. Her back kind of hits the stone wall behind her. She gets up, and she is barely up.
Okay. Well, I think that hit 24 hits, right?
That does hit. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Yes.
Oh, only one damage. Oh no. No.
There's
one
one.
Yeah.
One damage, yeah, because that's
One.
my offhand. Okay.
And with that, she is barely up as she stumbles back. And with that, she is going to, in desperation, do another primal savagery on you.
1 second. 1 second. 1 second. I still got my movement roll.
Oh.
Movement roll, right? Is primal savagery a hand to hand or is
It's
it
it's a
spell?
melee hit, yeah.
It's a melee hit.
Um,
so
Just beware if you walk away, opportunity
no.
attack.
I'm trying to jump on her back. I'm gonna keep trying that. So I'll roll that acrobatic all day long.
Should have done
Yeah,
it when
go
she was
ahead and make
asleep.
it. Go ahead and make a check. Fortunately, still not high enough for how
Okay, that's fine.
how she's
That's-
sized. But
okay.
gonna go and
It's
do
tough, that
the
counts.
primal savagery.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Miss!
12. And she goes in as you're trying to jump. She goes in for the slash. You just jump over the acid claws,
Boing.
and as you
Rico's
land back
good
down,
Ghost.
she is going to go and bonus action healing word herself
Ah!
Ooh.
and get 8 healing back,
Oh. Okay.
and then
Okay.
move to right here.
Ah!
I really need to work on getting some hand-to-hand combat critical or not. What was it? We're
Right.
bonus action against people casting.
It
spells,
is
something like
your
that.
turn.
Yes, it is my turn. Get over here.
All you have
Okay.
to do is 8 damage.
Badger's claws.
Go ahead and make attack roll.
Ooh.
11 does not hit, unfortunately.
Then let's roll again.
That will hit.
21 better hit. Okay.
And so it's just
Okay.
the flat d6.
Yep, D6. 2 damage.
Oh.
Alrighty. And as you go, the
Okay,
healing
and-
sets in. As the healing sets in, you just reopen one of the wounds immediately.
And I'm going for the back jump. I'm gonna
Resistance, man.
I'm gonna act like the badger. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
Acrobatics.
Oh man.
Ah!
Not quite.
That
You're
was
just
close.
jumping at her,
Great.
and she's just keeping you back.
Okay.
All right. It is now her turn. She's going to use her last slot to cast Fairy Fire. So I need you to make a Dexterity
Oh.
saving throw.
Ooh.
Son of a.
Whomever is on that table better move
Yeah.
back.
It's just where the dragonborn guy
They'll-
was.
They'll get blasted to the next.
Okay, what did you say,
Okay.
dexterity?
Dexterity saving throw.
Which I have advantage on, correct?
Just checks, not the saves, I believe.
Just the checks, not the saves.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh!
Oh, no.
Almost 17.
He's luck.
So with that, you start emanating a light. And yeah, you start emanating this light, and now all her attacks have advantage on you.
Okay.
It is your turn.
Okay. Let's
Ugh.
see.
It was going so well, but now things are taking a turn.
No. Oh, hey, don't you even doubt. Do not doubt.
Oh, I'm not doubting.
That's gonna
Bam!
hit.
19.
This is exciting.
Take back that heal.
Nice.
9 damage.
Describe to me how you end this fight.
Yeah!
So basically, as she casts that spell to basically make me glow a little bit, I go full feral and jump up and wrap both my claws around the back of her head, and I'm grabbing her ears from either side and just pull around, and you may be able to see me, but you won't be able to hear me.
And with that, as you do that, you land as she, boom, boom, hits her knees and then hits her face onto the stone ground. And with that, you hear the ding. And with that, the Badger is the winner! Ha ha ha! And as it goes, just like, well, could her party come and pick her up, please?
I'm gonna walk over and do cure wounds on her.
I was gonna say, I'm
Snap
grabbing,
neck.
I'm grabbing like a cloth or bandage out of my bag as well, or out of one of my pockets, and I start
And-
using medicine, to help her, because
And
that was a
She
worthy
gets 10
fight.
hit points back.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's more than half her health.
And I help her up to her feet.
Yeah,
which I can't
as she
'cause I'm
comes
strong.
to, as she comes to, she kind of sits up. Oh, you fight like, you fight like an animal.
Thank you.
Is
And
she-
it was an honor. Thank you so much for doing that. I needed that.
Well, I can say that I believe you will fare well out there.
Thank you. Thank you. It'll be enjoyable.
And
Now I need to go see a man about a wager.
And then I would lean over to Ghost, and I'd be like, "That is the best bet to ever lose. That was quite exciting."
Oh, it was. I'm thoroughly impressed.
I collect my 7 gold and 50 and wait, is it
750.
yeah, 750.
So
It's 50 silver. 100 silver is 1 gold, right?
no,
No,
10
five.
silver
the
is
3
one.
bear
Five.
claws that I put down.
5 is 1.
No,
or
10 silver
No,
is
no, no.
1 gold.
Okay, so
10
I
is-
get 7 gold, 5 silver, right?
Yeah.
And you spent 5.
Yeah, so I gained 2.5 gold.
Yeah.
And
I
bear
lost a
claws.
gold.
Hey,
And what? What'd you say?
And bear claws.
yeah, I get another 1.5
I didn't cut
bear
off her
claws.
claws.
No, I put down bear claws, my pastries on the table. That was my bet for you. I have no money.
Did they have bear claws to up your wager? Did you bet on me or on her?
I bet on you. I bet
Oh, yes.
3 bear claws that you would win.
Nice. So 1.5 bear claws. Whatever they're gonna do to
I
advance
don't
that
know
to you.
if You're gonna do it for me.
I'll take that drink now, barkeep.
And he goes and just slides you 1 big mug of beer.
Which is like half my body size, I'm sure.
They come in pints.
My other nicknames was half pints, so dive right in. And I sit down with the rest of the group and just start downing the beer.
So you
That was some
see-
impressive fighting.
Well done.
So you see kind of over at the other group's table, you see the girl with the kind of steel mask covering the lower half of her face gets up and finishes healing up the druid, and like kind of pats her on the shoulder. And with that, the
I
barkeep,
want to go over there.
the barkeep eventually
go
will
over
hand
too.
you each all room keys with different rooms. They're single rooms.
Nice.
But yeah, you go over there.
That was some pretty damn good fighting.
Thank you.
No. I'm on the other side.
Oh.
I'm in the other
Chris and I
group.
are both talk to the other people.
I'm so drunk, I think he's still talking to me from across the room.
Thanks. He's just looking at the wall.
Ziggy zaggy, oi.
And they kind of go and look up at you, and you see the tiefling woman kind of looks at you. She's got like this kind of purple skin and short black hair and these bright kind of blue eyes. And she kind of looks at you. She's like, right? That's what I kept saying. She's insane. Like, holy crap, yeah. I mean, the animal stuff is just... Whew. I mean, you should have seen us the other day. We got surrounded by a pack of wolves. And it was like watching the dark side of nature. And you see the druid, she's like... Stop. You're being weird.
I'm gonna say, I know that shapeshifting into that or wild shaping into that bear was awesome. I didn't expect it at all. That was great.
I grew up around a
Everybody's
lot of
furry
moon
these
druids.
days.
I grew up around a lot of moon druids and quite formidable. You fought very well.
Hey, Pax.
I'll have you know I bet on you.
Can I get some of those
I lost,
heals?
but it was worth it.
I'll walk back over to Lux and heal him, and then I'll walk right back.
I get on the table and
Get
turn
4.
around 3 times and
4
lie
heals.
down and
There you
start
go.
sleeping until they're ready to go.
Oh my gosh. So great.
But yeah, so she's just like, oh, it was a safe bet. I did not expect your friend to have such strength all packed so tightly in his small frame.
Yeah. He's an interesting one. Still trying to quite pin him down, but he's more than meets the eye. I've noticed so far in the 2 days that I've known him.
Well, yeah, I mean, we met relatively recently as well. So,
And what's your name?
Isha Stonehide.
And I am Rakos Ironhoof.
It is pleasure.
Put up my hand. Pax. Nice to meet you.
And she goes and she takes it. And you see that the moon elf and the half elf are kind of like pretty quiet with it. Moon elf is hyper fixated on his the gauntlets that are in front of him. And the half elf, she kind of goes, and whenever she goes to take a drink, she turns away to pull her mask down and take a drink, and then pulls the mask back up.
Oh, that's
Well, do you mind if I buy you a drink just as a fight well fought?
It's always bad luck to turn down a drink. And
I'll have the barkeep send it over.
And then I'll put down the bag of the bear claws besides the 1.5 that Lux won. And I'll be like, this is for you as well.
with that, you see you see the tiefling girl just go, "Oh, gimme!" And she just reaches in and grabs one and just starts chowing down on it, like immediately. Thank you.
They're good, right?
Hmm? So good.
Ghost will have like kind of walked up quietly, and she's watching the guy with the gauntlets. Like, nice gauntlets there.
And he doesn't even look up from him, and he just goes, "It's just a piece of a set. Not done yet."
So, huh? How long have you been working on it?
About a month now. It's almost ready.
Impressive work.
And as he's just spinning it, he just kind of looks, gives her a glance, and then he kind of sees Pax. Takes like a double take at Pax. I might have to make some changes to my design.
May I see your gauntlets?
No.
I mean, see with my hands.
No.
Fair enough. I know an artificer you would really like.
Artificers like myself tend to keep our notes to ourselves. And then the tiefling's just like, "That's not true. You were telling us just the other night about like you were showing us the design of your full armor set and like how it's all gonna interconnect with it." And he's like, "Shh."
No, it's okay. It's okay. Let him be cool.
I don't even know who created my arms. And she'll just like take off her gloves to show them her hands.
And you see the tiefling girl is just like, "Well, yeah, well, this blowhard here is Arias. I'm Raylene." And then this cutie over here, and she kind of pats the head of the girl with the mask. "This is Saris." And you see Sarah just kind of goes and just stares daggers at her.
And what was the Goliath's name again?
Isha.
Isha.
Isha, Saris.
There's Irene and Oliris.
Arias.
Arias.
Erias.
Erias. Arias, Irene, Saris, and Isha.
Yep.
Right? Okay. Arias, Irene. Alright, well, I'm gonna go drink over there, but I'll send a drink your way, Isha.
And they will gladly accept.
And Reka's gonna go wander and sit next to Badger again. Pat him on the back.
I get off the
Oh.
table and sit in the chair.
Ghost is gonna just follow with them and sip on her beer.
How much does the drink cost?
A silver.
Cool. I'm gonna take off 2 silver.
I'm gonna take off to bed.
And with that, each of you are given a room. It's a very small room, just large enough to fit like a nightstand and the bed. But each of you get your own room, which has already been paid for. And oh yeah, actually you don't have to pay for that drink because it's all paid for tonight. So you're actually good.
Perfect.
Sweet.
It's the gesture that counts.
So
You flip him a tip.
yeah. So eventually, you each make your way. To your rooms, and as you kind of go, you see As each of you return to the rooms, you kind of see, of the group, the only one remaining behind is Saris. Of that group, but everybody kind of returns to their room a little bit. Saris being one of the last to go. And as finally the tavern quiets down for the night, as it gets late into the night, just the gentle wind blowing in the streets outside. Ghost. At your door, you hear a...
One. She'll get up and answer it.
And on the other side, you see Saris with her... arms crossed. And she is still... fully in her armor. Fully in her armor. As you see, she on her back, she has a spear and a shield. And she just kind of stares at you. You reek of infernal magic.
I get that a lot.
I will have my eye on you. And if you set 1 foot out of line, I will make sure that your corruption doesn't spread to anyone else.
I make my own lines. Don't cross mine.
She stares and slowly backs up and turns and walks down the hall to her own room. And that is where we are going to end it tonight.
Epic freaking fight from Lux, man.
Yeah.
Took on the Moon
Oh my
Druid.
gosh.
All right.
And won.
Colossal
Yeah.
Moon Druid. Nice. Yeah. Not what I was expecting for a brawl.
So,
Wouldn't you have rather fought me? That would have been way better.
Would have been over a lot faster.
you would have just smited and then just won.
I'll cast command first, tell you to go prone, and then I'll smite you.
Nice.
With advantage.
Yup. But yeah, so thank you everybody who hopped in and engaged with the chat and everything. I know it's a bit of a slow burn episode, but don't worry, we're building up. It's only episode 2. I gotta be careful not to kill my low-level party.
We almost died last time.
Yeah.
But
Have a
beginning
TPK in the first episode.
beginning next episode, we'll start the real adventure. So keep an eye out for that. We're going to be streaming every single Wednesday, not every other week like the Paragon campaign. And with that, we are going to head on out of here. So just make sure to check us out on Patreon and just keep an eye out for mine and Andrew's Twitch streams. Andrew's Special Sauce. I am G.VA. Any and all support is appreciated. And we will see you all next week. Thank you, and bye-bye.